hope she made the flight.
The white zone is for the media. Loading and unloading of passengers only. No parking. Paging Mr. Detective. Mr. Hillary Detective, please pick up the nearest emergency phone.
Is that you, Uncle Dick?
Cindy Lou, you made it. How was your flight, sweetheart?
Well, it was a little dark for me.
Yeah, and a little cheap for me.
Who was that, Uncle Dick?
How you doing, huh? You okay? Everything fine?
Well, my legs have been asleep since Phoenix.
Oh, we'll get you out of there. We got to get going, though. Yeah, let me just... Oh, jeez. I think I left the key to your cage back at the TV studio. We're only about an hour away, though. Okay? Don't worry. We'll get somebody to load you into the car. We got a great show. You're going to love it. Skycap, can you help here?
Welcome to Camp Midnite, starring Dick Wilson. Join Dick and his guests, football player and actor Lyle Alzado. From Perfect Strangers, Rebecca Arthur. Comic Rick Overton. Illusionist Franz Harary. Ceramics expert Tom Edwards. Music from Caterwaul. And like every week, Scooter Peach and the band. And now, your host, Dick Wilson.
Thank you, and welcome to Camp Midnite. Boy, what a show we've got for you tonight. We've got a wonderful lineup. We've got a guy who was a football player, is an actor now. We've got a beautiful girl named Rebecca. We've got some food coming for you. We've got a very special guest joining me tonight also. But there is something of very severe seriousness we need to talk to you about just right off the bat. And that is we have a hero with us on the show tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Scooter Peach and the band. All right? Yes. Scooter, see... How's that back? Scooter's back hurts real bad.
It's bad. It's real bad. Okay. And could you, as a matter of fact, could you rub me about right here, Dick?
Yeah, I'll bet I could. Yeah, we can have that done out here, Scooter. The problem, what happened is the Camp Midnite team played Dick Clark Productions in softball, beat their pants off.
Yeah.
And this is our hero of the game. Injured himself, but he's playing in pain. Scooter Peach. All right, Scooter. That's good. All right. Scooter.
That's not nice. Now, that's not nice, Dick.
I'll walk like you, then nobody will know anything's the matter, okay? Yeah. You know, there is something else special happening on the show tonight, and that is my 17-year-old niece, Cindy Lou Wilson, has joined me from Kansas City for the weekend, and she's out here. My older brother, Richard, is her father. He's a stern disciplinarian. He's a prison guard, Scooter, over at the Leavenworth Federal Prison. And he's raised a very fine, upstanding girl. She is just fresh out of the convent school, and she...
That's not funny.
We have some Catholics in the audience, I see. She's fresh out of convent school. She's out here on kind of a graduation trip. So, Scooter, I just want you to know, hands off. Crew, hands off.
Sure, sure.
She's a nice-looking girl, and I want to bring her out right now, Cindy Lou Wilson. Cindy, come on out, Cindy. Stop that. Well, Cindy Lou, how are you?
I'm fine. This is such a big studio.
Everything okay? Your legs all kinked out now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have you on the show.
I'm just so used to being in convent school with all those girls. There's so many handsome boys here.
Quit that.
Like that little director with the long hair and the earring, Brad.
Sure.
Why does he do that?
Stay away from him. Just stay away from that guy.
Okay.
All right? Good golly. Well, I tell you what, are you hungry?
Yeah.
What do you say, why don't we call up Romeo and Juliet's from over in Beverly Hills for some Italian food, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I love spaghetti. My father says that people who eat foreign food are sissy wimps.
Hey, Dick.
Yeah.
Dick,
Scooter, what?
Wasn't Romeo and Juliet a Shakespeare play that those two teenagers who were consumed by lust?
Yes, Scooter, that's right. And listen, they both ended up dead. So remember that. Now, if my gimp little music guy will quit interrupting, I'll order the food. You want to hold this right now?
Where do I hold it?
You just hold it up, point it towards one of the, I believe that camera right there. Let's call them up here. We'll call up Romeo and Juliet's in Beverly Hills and order up some food for the audience tonight. I'm going to mention out a few things when they get on the phone. If you like it, holler. Hi, how are you? Hello there. This is Camp Midnite calling. We'd like to order some food. Yes, hello there. Do you hear me okay? All right. Well, as you can see. Okay.
You don't get a lot of respect.
Cindy, I pull a pretty heavy weight over in Beverly Hills. I sure do.
Yeah.
What we'll do is we'll call them up during the commercial. That's what we do. There was a little technical problem. That happens sometime. All right?
Uh-huh, whatever you say.
And when we'll be back in just a moment with Lyle Alzado, big football guy actor.
To jam your name.
See, they applaud and they don't even know who I am. Isn't that great? That's how it works out here. Well, welcome back to Camp Midnite. My Cindy Lou still with me here. We have a great show coming on for you. And, you know, I've wanted to add a little culture to this show all along. And so tonight, I've finally done that by inviting a ceramics expert with us. His name is Tom Edwards. Now, look, he's made this cup for me. Let me just show you this cup. It's he makes things called Wallyware. It's all about this little dog. Let me hold this little dog up right here. This little dog and his adventures all over the country. And see, there he is biting a styrofoam cup on Camp Midnite, and there I am, kind of about 3 a.m. in the morning usually. And so that's all set. So, Tom, you're back there. You're working hard, huh? Let's see you.
Hi, Dick. How you doing?
There. Boy, now, is that your Potter wheel right in front of you?
Yes, this is my wheel.
All right. What will you be doing during the show, Tom?
I'm going to be making 4 one-of-a-kind works of art, and I'm going to be adding unusual plastic add-ons to them. So this is the world premiere of a new art form.
Could you give us, like, the name of one of the pieces you're going to make?
Yeah, I'm going to do the ashtray from hell. That could be the best one in the whole series.
Good. Well, Tom, we know you're going to be throwing pots back there, and you do the Wallyware for a living quite successfully. One quick thing, if you're going to be throwing some pots, that's okay. Just don't break anything.
Okay.
Thanks, Tom. Back to you in just a minute. Well, folks, it's time now for the popular feature, Things That Sound Dirty, but Really Aren't. Cindy Lou, I don't think you're going to want to hear this, hon. Why don't you just go on back with Tom there and watch him throw some pots back there, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great? Okay, there she goes. Cindy Lou heading right back. And now, I was afraid her virgin ears might not be able to take this. And now it's time for Things That Sound Dirty, but Really Aren't. And I've got them around here.
Hey, that's my Uncle Dick on the TV out here.
Well, our very first Things That Sounds Dirty, but Really Isn't, comes to us from, let's see, Kelly Tuber sent this in from Northridge, California. And it seems that Kelly's neighbors are just complaining constantly because right in the middle of her front yard, Kelly's husband has planted his 6-foot piña. Actually,
Genius. That sounds just like...
actually, the piñas is a pine tree, and I guess it's kind of messy. It gets sap all over the place, and she's constantly cleaning it up, so she'll do that. Our second thing that sounds dirty, but for God's sakes isn't, comes from still Kelly Tuber of Northridge, California. Is this right? Kelly, you sent the first one. Geez, get a life, Kelly. Yeah. Well, it seems that when Kelly's husband isn't busy cleaning the sap off of his penis, he's pulling his Trojan with a butt chain. Yeah, and right here's the butt chain. You see, it's like a boat. It pulls a boat. Some people, see, they live a long ways from the ocean. They have to pull their Trojan, which is a boat, and there's the butt chain right there. So. Oh, I can't put that back together there. And our third and last dirty sounder comes to us from Dave Licatos. Dave's from Roanoke Park, California. Dave's a big bug collector. And every now and then he lets the bugs crawl all over his body. And boy, was he amazed when he found out the bugs that flocked straight to his legs were called cockchafers. It's a beetle, folks. It's a beetle. Okay?
Cockchafer. I'm a cockchafer. Butt chain.
Yeah, so there he goes. Yeah, so. Hey, listen, if you have things that sound dirty but really aren't and would like to send them to us, we'd love to have them here. We've got an address for you. It is in care of Camp Midnite, USA's Camp Midnite, Post Office Box 189. and that's Hollywood, California, 978, fax number 818-843-FAXS. Our segment producers set with their nose in the facts all day. Very quickly, I wanted to mention, we called Romeo and Juliet from Beverly Hills. They're going to send over some Italian, great Italian dishes. We've got some spinach quiche coming. We've got some pasta salad with bay shrimp, red roasted peppers with cheese, and I think you're going to like the whole thing. That'll be coming along, and it's on its way. Yeah. You know, if you play professional football in this great country of ours, there's usually two options for you when you retire. That's insurance salesman or bar owner. Now, there is an elite group of football retirees, though, that have moved on into the field of acting and become very successful. And we've got a guy here with us that's done just that tonight. So welcome former Los Angeles Raider turned Hollywood heavyweight Lyle Alzado. There. Lyle.
There are a couple of guys at about 6'8", 300 pounds that want to talk to you about their bars that they own and their insurance.
Oh, do they? Okay.
You look like you're in pretty good shape. Let me see.
What do you think? Oh, wait a minute.
That's pretty. You look pretty powerful.
You're still working out, aren't you? I can tell that.
A little bit.
Yeah. You know, guys, we've just found the whole front line for the Camp Midnite flag football team right here.
When do we open training camp?
When the beer's done.
That's what they told me at the Raiders camp.
16 years of football. Do you hurt?
No, because I still work out all the time.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good.
What were the great moments in that 16-year career? You know, you ended up with the Raiders, but you were with the Denver and things before. What were some great moments for you?
Well, probably when the Denver franchise first started winning. I mean, we were... In the early days, we would lose games 31-0, and we thought we were close. And, of course, when the Raiders won the World Championship in 1984.
Yeah. Yeah. I notice you're not wearing the ring.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I was going to bring it, and my son was playing with it. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Did you ever play football?
You know, I played football for 2 weeks in the 9th grade.
It was because you were so mean. It was that look that you have.
Yeah, they drove me out of there. I think I played one practice game. I didn't like when the line opened up and there were guys like you waiting there, you know? That's scary stuff. Hey, the TV show, tell us about it.
Well, it's called Learning the Ropes, and I play, thank you. And, see, there's one person that watches it. I have one friend.
Let's try that. We can do better than that. Say it again. Come on.
Learning the Ropes.
We'll edit that other one out of the show.
Do you? I want to. Can you come close?
Yeah. I think.
Do you watch it?
Oh. Religiously.
No. Do you?
Yes.
I play a teacher of a private school, and I have 2 kids that I help teach to grow up the proper way. And I need another job because teachers don't make a lot of money, so I play this character called the Masked Maniac. He's a wrestler.
We got we brought a clip, didn't we? Yeah. Let's take a look at a little bit of this show right here now.
Sorry. You know, between teaching and wrestling at night, I guess we've just drifted apart, haven't we?
You can say that again.
I know, honey.
It's just that sometimes I feel like I'm growing up all by myself.
And Karen and her friends make you feel like you belong?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, honey, you do belong. You belong to me and Mark. I mean, we may not be cool, but we certainly make one look real good.
The girl that plays my daughter's Ellen Randall, who's a wonderful actress.
Yeah, she is. You know, I detected a little emotion there in that acting. Did you take some lessons, some acting lessons?
Yeah, Howard Fine has been my teacher for a number of years, and I work with him all the time.
You've done some TV commercials off and on, too.
Tegrin shampoo. Do you use Tegrin?
Whenever I can get it.
Of course, I bet you half the group here wears Hanes underwear.
Yeah.
And Burger King and things of that sort, you know. Things that aren't as you mean.
Well, you've worked for both the football front offices and the advertising and television front offices. Which one is tougher to work for? Wasn't that a great question?
I think. Well, actually, it's a good question. It's actually a good question because a lot of people, you know, believe that in pro football that a lot of people believe that you just show up on Sunday and play, but they don't realize the training camps that you go through. You get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. They keep an eye on you until 11 o'clock that night and check your room and to make sure you're asleep, and like for 8 weeks. And of course, in this business here, in pro football, if you make the team the first year and you're good enough, they keep you for 5 or 10 years for as long as you stay healthy. But in this specific profession, which you're acting, if you do a good job in a specific piece of acting, and it doesn't matter, you might not work for 6 months or a year. It just depends. So it's tough.
Yeah.
This is a very tough business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
but I plan on working.
Well, you've been playing the piano. You started taking piano? How long have you been playing?
Actually, I started about 5 years ago, and then I took it up again about 6 months ago.
All right, how good are you? I've always wanted to play the piano.
I'm getting there. I mean,
what piece are you working on at the moment?
If I have a piece, I can't. No.
It's another thing that sounds dirty.
I can have it go on a date and just maybe take her home and be able to play a little something.
Right. Yeah. That's all. Yeah. That's why I've missed not playing the piano. And I didn't have a lot of dates because.
You know, I used to go to your end of the country twice a year.
Sure.
Kansas City.
Come in there to old Arrowhead Stadium.
Kansas City and the Raiders used to have this tremendous rivalry.
Yeah. We used to like kick you real bad. You know. We used to. I've got cotton mouth all of a sudden. Let me get some water here.
Actually,
Len Dawson sends his best.
Yeah, Len's a great. I used to chase Len. I never caught him, but I used to chase him. Actually, the Kansas City Chiefs had one of the biggest defensive lines. Actually, one of the biggest teams of the century. You know, Buck Buchanan was 6'8", 300 pounds, and Aaron Brown, who was 6'7", 280 pounds, and they had a tremendous team.
Yeah.
Did you ever play?
We're hoping to win some games sometime in the next decade again.
Well, you know, they got a coach by the name of Marty Schottenheimer, who was the Cleveland Brown coach for a while. And he's as good a coach as there is. Kansas City will win soon.
All right. What do you want to do? What do you want to do down the road? What's
I would like very much to perform in a feature film. If somebody would give me the chance to perform a specific piece of dialogue that has a great deal of emotion and anger across from somebody. Well, actually, the range of emotions would be different. I would enjoy that. Sometimes when you see somebody that's physical like I am, I mean, they put you in a specific category and you're only able to play specific roles, certain roles. So I'd like somebody to give me a chance to do something just the opposite of that.
That'd be great. Well, tell me, I've only got a few seconds, but I know that you're working with some charity areas you'd like to talk about.
Well, actually, I've just got involved recently with the VVAF, the Vietnam Veterans Association, some of the homeless. I went down there to feed the homeless about a month ago, and it was pretty amazing, you know, to see people who fought for our country and then have come home to live in cardboard boxes and live in the corner streets. It's a terrible thing. And you know, we have one of the wealthiest countries the wealthiest country in the world, and it's hard to see people that don't have homes and places to go. And it's just not the Vietnam veterans. It's a lot of people who have jobs and have lost their jobs and need somebody to help them. And we should all be pretty much, you know, more aware of it.
Well, thank you for your work in that area. Thanks for the TV show and what you're doing it for. And you've got to sign and bite one of our styrofoam cups. Please, Mr. Alzado.
You know, this is becoming legendary. Everywhere I go, they say the styrofoam cup.
Yeah, it's the thing of the future. And it's ecologically good. Look, forget what those people are saying to you.
Can you think of anything that has to do with something dirty that's not dirty with this cup?
Let me watch that back in the playback, okay? Yeah, bite that thing. All right, Lyle Alzado on Camp Midnite. Country, though, he's over there making people giggle all over the place. So please welcome a warm Camp Midnite welcome to Rick Overton.
Hi. Yeah, I can barely see you. Oh, there you are. Oh, good. Well, it's closer because it's a kinder, gentler America now. And I want to be closer to you, but I must ask you to read my lips. No new taxes. Read my lips. But don't read my lips because I'm the one signing all the new tax hike bills. Because someone's going to have to sign the new tax hike bills or we become Ameripan by the year 2000. And who wants that? But as your president, I intend to fully reinstate funding to the Contra rebels so that we can once and for all deal a crushing blow to the Sandinistas. And hey, speaking of dealing blow, here's my good friend Manuel Noriega. It's great. Yeah, so we got one crook replacing another. Here comes the new boss, same as the old boss. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter who you vote for anymore. They're all the same guy. Didn't it seem this last election year like they took a hydraulic press and just hydraulically pressed the different candidates into one mass of nothingness, opinionless boneheads right in the middle there? It's incredible because, you know, blaming Reagan for the country's problems is like blaming the chrome dog on the front of the Mack truck for the accident. He has nothing to do with anything, you know. There's just some guy in the CIA with an elephant puppet on one hand and a donkey puppet on the other going, well, I believe this, well, I believe the opposite, blah, 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 blah. Suckers. We're all fighting, and they love it. They love to watch us fight. Yeah, because it's all being run by the CIA, and, oh, I can tease the CIA a little, and I know they can take it, because I've always told... Headline, comedian killed by loner. Or you find me OD'd on drugs I never took and a pool I never owned. Aren't you Jimmy Hoffa? I really enjoy your work. I'm riding up that escalator to heaven with all the other guys who talk too much, going through the clouds. Guy ahead of me is like, what are you in here for? Political humor. How about you? Oh, I invented a car that runs on no gas. Oh, yeah. Bang, get this guy off the map, right? How about you down there? Oh, I came up with a cancer cure out of household items. Air bubble, tragic accident. How could it possibly have happened? I'll say this much, though. As much as I complain about Bush, I hope the bugger lives. That's all I can say. Oh, man. Because if it looks like it's not going to be President Bush, but it's going to be President, say it with me, President... The thought of that gives me that swirling Hitchcock thing behind me. I'm like, oh! President Quayle, yeah. If it looks like it's going to be President Quayle, you're going to find my ass out in the middle of the Mojave Desert with a Pan Am flight bag and a mirror trying to get the mothership to land. Get me the hell out of here, baby. I want to be in orbit when World War III starts. I want to view that from a distance. Boom, 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 boom. Gee, that must be the 1,000 points of light Bush was talking about. Kind of pretty from way back here, you know. But, yeah. I'm a good American, you know. I mean, this is being a real patriot doesn't mean you get in with the other yappers and just march along and traffic. It means you say what's really going on, you know. And, hell, I'm a good man. I ride a Harley Davidson. Well, I ride a Harley Davidson because my genitals are approximately this big, but this wide around. A horrible hockey accident. Oh, and Overton's heading for the box. Bob, that's gotta hurt. I don't care where you're from. No, the reason I quit is because I got a Harley because I quit doing cocaine and now I have all this money lying around. Whoa, where did that come from? I can afford a Harley now. And I look at it this way. I spend as much money on the bike as I used to spend on blow. I meet about as many women, and it'll probably kill me just as fast. But at least when I get off, hey, I'm somewhere else. So, thank you very much.
Microphone right there. But here it comes. Here, it's coming out. There's an end to this thing here somewhere. Yes,
wow, it's a butt king.
Yeah. I never was sure.
How I've been bad. I must be punished.
I wasn't sure. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Rick, but I'm getting a little bit of a hint here that maybe not only can you find a place to put the microphone, but you have a... Oh, you've got a microphone on anyway.
Yeah.
Did you bring it from home?
Stereo.
Whoa.
Dolby. My mom's taping it.
This is network. Yeah.
My mom's going, oh, Rick, quit.
Where does Mom live? Is Mom here in town in Los Angeles?
New Jersey.
Is she?
It's a long cord.
Ooh, that is.
There's some guy in Ohio going, what the hell was that?
How'd go?
Kids are talking. I'm like, I did it.
Mom will be reeling that baby in here soon. Yeah. Well, tell me a bit more. I didn't get enough now. You don't like politics. What's the deal?
Doesn't matter anymore. It's not. It's the politics are just the things that keep us like barking like dogs at some little dingling, you know, Hearts Mountain jingle toy. You know, they have nothing to do with anything. It's just that we're desperate for something to believe in. I mean, what other nation would give Jim and Tammy Faye another crack on TV? Even though they're way down on the bad end of the cable selector, went on channel duh, you know. All duh, all the time, you know. Yeah. I don't trust them. I don't believe in judging a book by the cover, unless that cover is so grotesque you have no choice but to make a judgment call. The first time I saw Tammy Faye, I was on the phone with a friend, and the sound was off. I had no idea what she was. I didn't know what the show was. The TV was just on, and I'm talking, and then on comes that pasty, Fellini, kabuki face of hers, you know? I had no idea what it was, but I just had to put the phone down and go, this bitch is lying! I just knew something was wrong, you know?
Rick, I tell you what, wait, I think...
And she was, wasn't she?
Would you do us the honor of signing and biting one of these memorable cups?
Sure.
Camp Midnite. All right, let's tell him what we think of him. Rick Overton on Camp Midnite. Yeah, back with Rebecca Arthur. Perfect strangers in a
Hey, Rick Overton, how's your penis?
Growing. So, my little Cindy Lou darling, would you like to ride the Shotgun Express into Beersville?
Well, I don't think my Uncle Dick would give me permission.
Oh, no. You're with your Uncle Rick now.
Well, maybe just a sip.
Well, let's try it. Whoopsie. Come on, be a woman. You're a woman now, damn you. You're a woman. A little on the face is good.
Well, welcome back to Camp Midnite. Welcome back to Camp Midnite on the USA Network. Scooter, have you seen Cindy Lou around at all? I've seen her at all.
No, I haven't seen her lately.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. I think it's time that we got a woman on this show, just so Cindy Lou doesn't think I'm running a male bathhouse here of some sort. So why don't we bring out and welcome a lovely actress who has appeared in movies and on stage and is currently enjoying a very successful run on the TV show Perfect Strangers, Rebecca Arthur. Hi there. Okay. Well, here's the end right here. Yes. Let me say something like, here, let me get that for you. No, I don't want to do that.
You might have to.
Oh,
there we go.
Job. What a pretty dress. What color is that?
you.
Is that, let's let people tune their color at home. What would you call that color up at the top there?
I don't know. Would it be peach?
Is it a
Fuchsia? What do y'all... Look, there's like 5,000 people here.
Yeah, this is, we've got people lined up out on Van Nuys Boulevard.
I saw them. I was worried about my car.
They don't even you were going to bring a dog with you. Do you have a
Emmy,
dog? Where's your doggie?
I didn't bring Emmy. I was going to bring Emmy, but my roommate and I have been deathly ill today. We think we've been poisoned. We think somebody snuck in and poisoned us because we've both just been so sick.
Well, you know...
My maid came in today, and she was afraid to clean. She's going around us because we're like... Do I look sick?
No.
Oh, good.
Well,
Maybe
you know,
it's
Scooter
passed.
Peach in the band, he's sick. He's got a bad back. He's on pain pills, so maybe y'all could get together and party later, you think? Huh?
Hurting.
Scooter? Yeah.
Bad.
Hi.
Right. Well, hey, Rebecca, you're fresh off the Azalea Queen beat, right? Tell me about this.
Yes, I am royalty.
What happened? Where was this? North Carolina?
Yes, you see, they get an Azalea Queen every year, and they got an Azalea Queen and couldn't keep her because they're down there in the Bible Belt, And she had posed in Playboy at one time or another.
Oh.
And so they asked her if she would mind not being Azalea Queen, and I feel like Suzette Charles to Vanessa Williams. I'm like the runner-up. So I became the Azalea Queen.
Well, you were second choice, but that wasn't still nice, wasn't it?
That's okay.
How's Perfect Strangers going for
Oh,
you?
it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Marianne, you're playing Marianne on there. What is Marianne's purpose in life? Can you explain that to us?
She's studying to be a rocket scientist.
Yeah.
And,
Is that? Yeah, that's. Oh no, that's the PBS show you're on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You having fun on that show?
a lot of fun.
What's really? What is the character? How does it tie into the plot now?
She's a little zany. She's like Balky because she's Balky's love, and she's not stupid. She's not a dumb blonde. She's actually very intelligent. She's just very naive, a little out there, not paying attention.
Yeah.
But she sort of gets it.
Do you feel like you're like that in real life, or is this an acting job you do? Or
No, actually, I have a girlfriend that I based this character on.
Oh, do you?
Uh-huh.
The one that came with you tonight.
Yeah, she's in a green dress.
Yes,
For the 5,000 people here, if you... when I said, you know, I base Marianne a lot on you, she says, oh, you do not. So, yeah, Marianne has a lot of her qualities.
Well, you're an attractive girl living here in this wonderful town of Los Angeles. Relationships, how have they gone for you in the past?
Oh, not well. Not well at all. I have a little trouble in that area. I was engaged this past summer for 5 minutes to, seriously, soldier of fortune.
Honestly and truly? The guy that reads the magazines with the fold-outs of the M16s in the middle?
Well, no, he went and did that stuff.
Oh, really?
He was like Mr. Bang 'em, shoot 'em up.
Ooh.
Frightening guy.
What did you decide? Why did you decide to bail out? What was it?
I'm not sure. I think I finally woke up from this coma I was in and said, oh, my God, what have I done? Because I just all of a sudden looked at him and went, I think I've made a terrible mistake. See, he just happened to say, I think we should get married. And I said, oh, sure, why not? I was under a little duress at the time. And I said, oh, all right.
Well, what kind of guy are you looking for? Let us help you out. Here's America out here. What kind of guy would be the perfect guy for Rebecca Arthur?
There's somebody back there waving. Now stand up.
Yeah?
No? Oh, he's kind of cute. Somebody with a great sense of humor. They'd need it to live with me.
Yeah.
And who likes dogs, because Emmy is, you know, Emmy is precious. She's just this little, well, she looks a lot, she's a little white poodle, and she just has these little pink bows, and she's cute. I don't know, great sense of humor.
That's enough.
Yeah, that's it.
There are millions of men out there like that.
I prefer if they weren't killers, but, you know, I'm open.
You know, I've heard that your roommate, you had a little problem with a roommate, speaking of killing one time, didn't you?
Oh, the one in New York, yeah. Yeah, she was a little upset because I was moving out, and I came home one night and she was naked making spaghetti. I don't know what the connection is there, but...
Yeah.
She was really mad because I was leaving, and I said, you know, I'm really sorry. It's just that between the 2 cats and the Siberian Husky that you don't walk, this studio apartment's a little small. And she chased me around the apartment with a knife, and it wasn't a big apartment. And we still didn't have a phone yet because she told me it cost $180 to hook up the phone, which it doesn't. We all know that. I mean, I didn't know that then, but I do now. And I'd given her $90. I gave her a lot of money, and when I left, well, I went out on the street and called these other girls and said, help me, please.
Well, it's good that you're out of those kind of relationships. You've got a nice roommate now. And how did you survive in your early years out here before you got the jobs, you know, surviving in the lean years?
Well, before I got out here, I was in New York.
I've only got 30 seconds. Is this a long story?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see the Cliff's Notes version of it then.
Okay, like I was a private investigator and I looked for missing people because no one would hire me as a waitress.
Wow. And you tried to work for the Playboy Club, right?
I tried desperately to work for the Playboy Club.
We're only got about 50 seconds. And then it didn't work out for you because you didn't want to wear the tell what people.
It didn't work out because when I went in and I said I'm so-and-so's friend, they were like, oh, so you're so-and-so's friend. And then I found out that so-and-so got fired because she lied and said her grandmother died and went and got her tits
and you got an agent, you got a job, and you're on Perfect Strangers.
Condensed version of Rebecca's life.
What happened? See, tape that and show it back on slow speed. You'll get the whole deal. Rebecca, would you bite and sign a cup for us? We'd love that.
Well, there goes the ozone layer.
Yeah, all right. Ooh,
well,
Rebecca.
That's not very good.
Yeah, put some lipstick on it, too. Rebecca Arthur on Camp Midnite. There she goes. Tricks with Dr. Digit coming up.
wonder what this sounds like backwards.
Have sex with Scooter. Drink beer. Wear sexy clothes. Yeah.
Welcome back to Camp Midnite, folks, here on the USA Network. Does anybody, I tell you what, you know, we've got quite a thing going on with a cultural event back in the back part of our studio today. Tom Edwards is back there. Tom, can we check in with Tom and see how he's doing on throwing some pots back in the back? Tom, how's things going back that way?
It's going great.
Good.
The pots are thrown and...
What is it you're working on there right now? Tell us about.
This is happy flies. It's a happy
What is
face
that?
with flies. Well, those are little plastic flies put on a dinner plate.
Well, Tom, hey, have you seen Cindy Lou, my little niece? Have you seen her back there?
I saw her wandering around over there, and she looked like she was up to no good.
All right. All right, well, keep up the good work. Oh, one quick question. I'm kind of understanding what's going on there now that I'm seeing that stuff. Could you tell me, you take the pottery and you form the pottery, okay? And then you put it underneath a Scottish guy's skirt. Is that right?
No, you mean a kiln. You put it in a kiln. That's a kilt, is a Scottish guy's shirt.
Ah, okay, but it was an awesome use of wordplay, wouldn't you say, Tom?
Oh, it's great. Yeah,
okay.
it's close.
We'll get back with you. We'll check in with you in just a moment. I'm wearing your dog on my shirt. All right. Okay.
Thanks for the plug.
All right. Well, we're ready to go here, ladies and gentlemen. You know, off times, and is our next guest ready to go? You think we're ready to do it? Okay, good. And just put on your... I would stand right here, sir.
What happened? I was waiting for you and you were here.
That's all right. Sir, with a mind like yours, I know there's a lot of things going on in there.
Thank you
let me
very
just
much.
introduce you real quick, because you know, folks, by watching this show, you know I'm a big fan of the natural sciences. And every now and then we like to invite some expert on of some sort to do some tricks for us here on the set and entertain us and somewhat inform us. And now here to show us the wonders of physics and chemistry done along the mind of a 7-year-old is Dr. Emanuel Digit. Doctor?
Hello, kids. Hello. Thank you.
Well, welcome to the show, Dr. Digit.
Thank you. Are you ready to learn about science?
Well, I suppose so. Now tell us first, what is it that you do?
Well, Dick, I make science fun. I make science interesting to folks. I make science entertaining. I make science time into playtime.
Okay, yeah, I think we've got the picture, okay? Yeah. I'll tell you what is it that you've got right here? Let's start up
Okay, this, Dick, is a rock. But is it an ordinary rock? Yes, it is. But what happens if I let go of the rock? It falls on the floor.
I see. Is there something unusual about this?
No, not if you understand the law of gravity. Gravity.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, you see, Dick, sometimes my wife can drop something in the kitchen, right? And she'll call for me. Sweetie! And I'll explain to her the law of gravity, and she'll understand why it fell. You see, Dick, she never studied law.
I see. Okay, that's good. What else do you have for us here, Dr. Digit?
All right. Now, this, Dick, let me ask you, do you like to drink through straws, Dick?
It's kind of a crazy question to ask a full-grown adult,
You know,
but...
straws are fun for all ages.
Yeah.
And I want to show you how a straw here can defy the law of gravity, all right? Watch this. Put in, and look. It defies gravity, see? Like that. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of interesting, I guess. You know, how do you do that? How's that done?
I'm not really sure, Dick. Hey,
Yeah.
Dick. Look. Pull my finger there. Pull my finger.
Wait a minute now. My uncle does that trick.
Oh, you're too quick for me, Dick. The kids always fall for that one. Okay. Now, here, let's watch this demonstration of the basic principles of chemistry. All right. Let me give this to you here.
I hold this? All right. Well, what exactly is this that I'm holding?
That is called illudium bicarbonate 9. It's a chemical. I made it myself. And this liquid is the most powerful acid known to modern science. Now, watch as I pour these two chemicals together to create what we in science call a reaction.
Hold it. Wait a minute. Wait. The most powerful acid known to man? What if it splashes on me? Where's my glove?
Oh, well, I only had one, so we'll have to see what happens. But here we go, Dick, and watch the mysteries of chemistry unlocked. Here we go. Oh, no! Oh, sorry, Dick. Oh,
you're burning me.
Oh, sorry. I didn't put too much acid in it.
Oh, geez.
Here, let me just... Oh, here, no, look, Dick. Here, put your hands like this. Put
That'll
your hands,
help?
Yeah,
What?
put
What?
your hands
Like
like
this?
that. Uh-huh.
What?
Let me see.
What?
Oh, that's awesome.
Wait a minute. What?
Oh, wow.
Wait a minute.
Awesome.
Give me that. What?
Now, for the grand finale. Okay, all right, dim the lights, please, Dick.
Wait a minute. I'm beginning to think you're some kind of a fake,
All
Dr.
right,
Digit.
Dick, and now we're gonna go and show you the principle of circular motion of light, Dick. Okay, here we go, and
what? Wait a minute.
Figure eights, look.
Gee, hold it, wait a minute. Bring the lights up right now. Bring them up, bring them up. You're no scientist, Dr. Digit.
No, what do you mean? I'm a scientist. I'm Dr. Digit. It says so right here on my lapel.
Gee, you big fake. Get off this stage. Go on, get out of here. Gee. Get out of here.
I can't believe that I'm getting kicked out of here.
Here's the food. Hey, sorry, out of my way. Ooh.
Cindy Lou, just a minute. Man, my hand, it still hurts.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Speaking of, where the heck have you been? Your clothes are changed. Act 2, you left. Now the food's here. You got different clothes on. The story, please.
Uncle Dick, just slow it down, okay? I mean, I'm on vacation, and how long have I been in convent school with the nuns always telling me what to do? I live at home with my dad, and he's always telling me what to do. And now I'm on vacation, and excuse me, but you're telling me what to do? Come on, are you insane?
A little snippy, aren't you, I think, here?
Yeah, well.
Now, just a minute. All right, don't pig out on this. We've got to feed the crew, all right? Folks, the food is here. The food is here from Beverly Hills, Romeo and Juliet's. We've got some luscious stuff. We've got Italian canapes. We've got all kinds of delicious things. Spinach quiche is here, pasta salad with bay shrimp. Take a good look at that. Red roasted peppers with cheese. We're going to invite you up to have a little bit of a taste, but first off, it's time for our video. And, honey, Cindy Lou, you want to come over here and help Uncle Dick do the video? I know how you love it.
Uncle Dick, can't you see I'm eating?
Geez, okay, I'll do it. All right, here we go. Our network stipulation video.
Some people say you live on an island with Marilyn Monroe. Every night Jimbo Morrison puts on a great big show. When you get sick, you call up Dr. Nick. Elvis, if you're coming back, you gotta do it right. No Vegas, no movies, just leather, black and tight. If I can dream, mystery train, come on Elvis, give me a ring at 619-239-KING. That's 619-239-KING. Come on now, Elvis, won't you call me? Yeah! I'm gonna get Lisa Marie to marry me. I'm gonna get Lisa Marie to marry me. Then I call Elvis my great big daddy. Hey, you wanna know when the wedding is? Call me Elvis at 619-239-KING. 619-239-KING. Come on now, Elvis, won't you call me? Call me Elvis. Operators are standing by. Give me a call, man. Yeah, if the phone's busy, try again. No, I don't want to talk to Sonny. I sure don't want to talk to Lamar. Albert Goldman, kiss my butt. CP, phone home. I said, CP, phone home. Give me a call, Elvis. Now, I won't tell the Colonel or the Weekly World News either, man. Come on, call me, boy.
Mojo Nixon, 619-249-KING. Mojo Nixon will be with us on Camp Midnite Live next week. Well, we're out here in the audience. One of my friends from Kansas City is with me here tonight, Bob Garrett out in Los Angeles. Bob, how's the food, huh?
Dick, this is some of the best food I've ever had.
All right, and your friend here with you is?
Dana Diebeck.
Dana, and how's the food, huh?
It is marvelous.
Good. Dana, no, it says it is wonderful.
It is wonderful.
All right, thank you. Hey, have a good time out here, folks. We'll be back in just a minute with more Camp Midnite, and Franz Harary is going to be here, do some tricks. We're still here. Wake somebody up and have them watch the show with you. And I'm here with a very special guest tonight. It's my 17-year-old niece, come all the way in from Kansas City. Woo! Quit it! All the way in here from Kansas City. Hey, Cindy Lou, how about a little kiss for old Uncle Dickie, huh?
Uncle Dick, why are you embarrassing me in front of your whole audience? Can't you say I'm too old for that?
Wait a minute, you're never too old, you know, for this kind of thing. Come on, how about a little peck on the cheek?
How about a little kick on the butt chain?
Wait a minute, Cindy Lou, what's going on here? What's the matter?
Come on, please, like you understand what it's like to always be told what to do. Cut me some slack, Pops.
Cindy Lou?
I'll tell you, I love the way you treat the old man, Cindy Lou.
How'd you know my name?
Because I'm the audio guy. I hear everything.
That's really funny. What's your name?
Snake, the audio guy.
I really like reptiles and bugs and stuff. Why they call you Snake?
Fork tongue. Hey, see my tattoo, huh?
Wow. Can I touch it?
Yeah, just be careful, it's still a little tender, you know.
Oh, geez, I don't know. Scooter, dealing with a 17-year-old has been a lot harder than I thought.
Yeah, it looks tough.
Is that the phone? Yeah, hello, Camp, hello, Camp Midnite.
Hey, Dick, you old pea shooter, how are ya? It's your older brother, Richard. How's everything,
Yeah, hey, Scooter, it's my older brother, Richard. You know, the prison guard? He's going to ask me to talk about Cindy Lou.
Be careful, be careful.
Yeah. Hi, how you doing, big bro?
Oh, just fine, Dick. Everything's fine at the prison. We had a little riot today, but things are so much easier since they let us use the stun gun.
Yeah, really? Okay, that's great. Okay, I've got to go. You know, I'm in the little show, you know. Okay,
oh, sure, I understand.
Yeah.
Listen, just let me talk to the little princess, and then I'll run along.
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. You can't talk yet.
Just put her on. I'll say hi.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah.
Is there a problem with that, Dick?
Hold on just a minute. Hold on. Scooter, yeah, a little louder on those effects. I don't think you hear it. Okay.
There's something wrong.
I can't hear you. There's a line. There's a bad line on the phone. Yeah, sorry, Richard. Yeah, gotta go. Bye. Okay. Ooh. I think we're safe. Thanks a lot, okay?
You're welcome.
Oh, gosh, Scooter. Well, folks, let's get into something else here right now. I don't know where Cindy Lou has gone, but for the last 6 years, my next guest has created magical illusions for some of the top rock acts in the business, like Michael Jackson, Kool and the Gang, and Run DMC, and now he's starring in his own show. It's called Magic Rocks. Let's take a look at it. Live illusion, even though Harari's magic has a high-tech look, absolutely no camera trickery is involved. What you're watching is the same as what you'd see if you were there. Franz Harary. Man, all right. There you go. Good golly, I don't know. I couldn't afford the helicopter for one thing.
That comes with the territory.
Yeah, that's a great trick.
Thanks.
Hey, you've worked with a lot of artists. Michael Jackson, who else? You know,
Lisa, Cool in the Gang, New Edition. They kind of all come together after a while. Yeah. The cool thing about working with people like this is anything you can imagine, if it's in your head, you can make it come real. Because in rock and roll, there's no boundaries, you know. And it's what's really great is music videos and the whole pop culture of the '80s has brought the idea to the public that pop artists, rock and roll stars, can do anything they want. They see an effect in a music video. If, for instance, in a music video, if Lisa may disappear, turn into a panther or something, now when the same audience goes to see her live, they're going to kind of expect that effect. And of course, the only way to do that is through illusion. So it's just opened up a whole new market for magic, and it's getting a lot of new people into it also, which is pretty cool.
So, yeah. And you've got a show of your own now. What's the little bit more of this?
Well, basically what I've done in the last couple of years is taken everything that I learned off of, working with the different rock acts and put it into my own show. I've produced very large illusion shows, you can see with the chopper and so forth. But more than that, it doesn't look like a magic show. It's got a hip feeling to it. So, I mean, even if you're not into magic, just sit back and, and look at the effects, look at the girls. There's going to be something there for everybody. It's just got a very contemporary kind of pop culture feel to it.
Well, can we see a little bit more of that?
Yeah, I think we got another clip.
Do you need to set this up at all?
No. I'm just not sure which one we brought, to be honest.
All right, well, let's take a look and find out. If there's an explanation, we'll be here when it's over.
Great. Oh, great. This is an effect using 3 fluorescent light bulbs. Now, we've all seen different magicians put swords or what have you to girls, but most of us have never seen a sword live in 3D. Now, we know that a light bulb is real. We know it can't fold up. So by using something that credible, it gets rid of all the possibility of trickery. We know that that light bulb is real. It's got to be going through because there's no way it could be folding up. And if you watch closer, you'll get a chance to see it going through her from all 360 degrees.
That's like having a little something light for dinner, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Good. Ron Ferrari. Wow. Well, our studio isn't big enough to bring a helicopter in or do those kind of things. Do you have anything you could do for us?
As a matter of fact, I do. It's a little bit smaller, but it's the most pure form of magic. It uses a little red handkerchief and 2 empty hands, and I'll roll my sleeves up. You can take my word for it. My hands are empty.
All right.
Okay. They're mine. Okay. Basically, this is called sleight of hand. And it's, as I said, it's the most simple, most direct form. But I've taught myself to do this in a veritably sealed, absolutely controlled environment, and that would be underwater. Now, we've got here a 35-gallon tank.
Ow! Can you make it in the shape of a cross?
Sure.
Ooh, the nuns back at convent school are really going to get a kick out of this.
All right, now just be careful here because this might cause a little irritation. Just hope it doesn't get infected.
What are the chances of it getting infected?
Well, with this old needle, probably pretty good.
Woo! Take it, crazy man.
All right, that's the spirit, sister.
Make it bleed.
Well, welcome back to Camp Midnite, folks. You haven't by chance seen Cindy Lou, my niece, around, have you, Tom?
No, I haven't seen her for a long time.
Folks, Tom Edwards, let's give him a nice warm welcome out here in front. Our ceramic artist with us tonight. All right, let's look and see. This is some more of this Wally wear, isn't it, huh?
That's what I do for a living.
There's little doggy Wally. He's kind of trips around the country here.
Wally urges Spuds McKenzie to seek treatment at the Betty Ford Clinic.
Oh, good.
That's a good statement, yeah.
All right, good.
Wally and Dan Quayle take the stealth bomber to Vegas.
There they are, okay.
Picasso paints Wally. And this one's specially done for the show. Wally finds the secret room where they make the youth serum at Dick Clark Productions.
There it is, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, what are the things you've made tonight specially for
Camp Midnite? This is the world
Midnite?
premiere right here.
All right, let's see what these
My
are.
favorite, the ashtray from hell. This has got broken glass, firecrackers. I don't know if you can see them. They're in there. Firecrackers, razor blades, and all sorts of satanic imagery.
Yeah,
with the barbed wire.
That's real warm. Really.
Yeah,
What's this up here now?
That's Salvador Dali meets Pablo Picasso.
Okay.
Sort of.
All right.
Or Jackson Pollock.
Right over here?
That is Babies in a Black and Blue Universe.
All right, Babies in a Black and Blue Universe right up front here.
Nice,
yes,
nice.
That's nice. And then finally we have again the popular.
Yeah, the Happy Plate.
Yeah. That's what. Well, how long does it take you to make these things normally?
Well, you saw it, an hour, you know.
Okay. Do you have like a special paint for the clay?
Yeah.
Do you have like a special clay for the paint?
No.
Yeah, I mean, you know, is everything special in the world, really?
Yeah,
Define special.
It's all special.
Am I special?
You're special.
Are you
I'm
special?
We're all special.
All right, that's good. Tom Edwards. Tom, I'm going to wear Wally home with me,
thanks.
all right?
Thanks for the plug.
Let's hear it. Tom Edwards on Camp Midnite. Back with... Let's do Caterwaul in a minute, okay? I'm down that way. Right now, here to sing The Sheep's a Wolf from their IRS album, Pin and Web. Let's say hello to Caterwaul.
Thank you.
Good job. Man, oh man. Caterwaul, folks. Betsy Martin, lead singer. Boy, welcome to Camp Midnite, huh?
Thank you.
Yeah,
We're glad to be here.
Huh?
Woo.
All right, would you mind introducing the rest of the gang here? Let's start over this way, okay?
This is Fred Cross. He's a bass player.
Yeah, all right.
Kevin Penn.
Kevin, stand up. We always have the drummer stand up because somewhere your
He's
family's
very tall.
looking at home, huh? Yeah, and around here?
This is Mark Schaefer, and he's the guitarist.
All right, good job. Do I feel a little bit of the, now maybe this is just me, and maybe it's not meant to be that way, but I get a kind of a 60s feel in this band. Kind of a Jefferson Airplane feel, huh? Huh? No, more like a Jefferson Airplane. Do you set out to have that feel?
No, actually, that's a new one on us.
Is it really? Well, we like to break new stuff on you here. Where are you all from originally?
Phoenix, Arizona.
I understand, yeah. I understand you did a little commuting for a while when you first started. How'd that work out?
It was long,
You
tough
played in
drive.
Los Angeles?
Yeah, we were doing it quite a bit, and it was a long drive.
And you went back for day jobs? And what kind of jobs do you have in the daytime?
I don't want to say.
Yeah, under the miscellaneous category.
You know.
Yeah. So what's now this new album, Pin and Web? What's the pin and web mean?
It's an old term for cataracts that was used by doctors. Well, I don't know how well or how much they used it, but
yeah. Why would you come up with a name like this?
Because our music's sort of not real clear, and sometimes, you know.
Okay, all right,
you know,
sure. Well, sometimes you've got to make these people explain the titles of these albums.
Yeah, it's just, you know.
Well, you've got kind of a nice, unique voice. What led you into singing to start with?
Kevin. No, I just felt like it.
Did you?
Yeah.
So what's happening now? Tours? What's going on?
Yeah, we'll be touring soon, and, you know, who knows? We hope we get to travel all over.
Is this the first album?
Well, we had an independent album
called
The Nature of Things.
Yeah. So, well, good luck on this thing.
First on
Caterwaul.
IRS.
First one on IRS, Caterwaul, Pin and Web. You're a company girl. You mentioned the name right there at the end. All right, thanks for being on Camp Midnite. Huh? Good luck to you all. All right, Caterwaul. Good job. Okay. Scooter, have you seen Cindy Lou, my little niece, anywhere?
Yeah, I saw her earlier, like commercial 6. She was with Snake the Audio Guy. It's the last time I saw her.
Hold it. Wait, Snake the Audio Guy. That jerk, he'll try to French her. Okay. Cindy Lou. Thanks, Caterwaul. Cindy Lou. Hey, what's going on out here? What's the deal?
Hey, you know, she's done with you, dude.
Listen. Don't talk to me that way, Snake. Lyle Alzado is my buddy. He'll come out here and beat your butt, guy.
Uncle Dick, you should be ashamed of yourself. Snake is the kindest, gentlest sound guy I've ever known. Sure, he dresses like a bum and talks like a moron and stinks like a fish and is kind of like a big, white, ugly cheese and everything, but...
Hey, lighten up, sweet cheeks.
Sorry. Anyway, Uncle Dick, I'm splitting this talk show scene. I'm gonna go spend the weekend with Snake and his really cool family.
Wait a minute, hold it. What's your obsession with this guy?
Well, maybe she's really excited by danger.
All right, listen right now. Cindy Lou, Wilson, it's time to decide. I'm not gonna put up with this. You either stay here right in the studio. If you do not stay in this studio with me, I am forced to call your parents and tell them about your behavior out here in California.
I'll call you, Uncle Dick.
Hey, I'm in like Flynn. Listen, Wilson, why don't you do the audio yourself next time, okay, Dixter? All right. Whoa. We're trapped here. I'm trapped with you forever. What a horrifying...
You audio guys, I don't know what you got on your bodies. God, all right. We'll be right back, folks. Cindy Lou. Scooter, your keyboard isn't flat. Okay, well, I tell you, I want to thank our guests, Lyle Alzado, Rick Overton, who was here also, Tom Edwards. I'm a little concerned because Cindy Lou is...
Hi, Uncle Dick.
Cindy Lou, you're back.
Yeah, I'm sorry I got mad at you and everything before, but I learned my lesson. I really did.
I'm glad to hear that. I mean, what happened? What happened with Snake?
Oh, it was just terrible. We went to his house and I met his family. Well, why don't we just... I have a clip if you want to see it.
What? We've got a clip?
Yeah. Could you roll that for me, Brad?
I'm just so sick of grown-ups like my Uncle Dick and my dad. They're all alike.
Well, you don't have to worry about my dad. He's a really cool guy. There's nothing like your Uncle Dick Wilson. Hey, Dad, I want you to meet a friend of mine. This is Cindy Lou Wilson.
That guy's scary.
I know. So I guess I just realized that it takes a long time to grow up, and I should just be happy being young for now.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, dear. That's great.
So, listen, could we keep this little episode from my dad?
You betcha. It's our little secret. Okay?
You're the greatest uncle in the whole world, as well as being the funniest talk show host on cable.
Well,
Come here.
What? Huh? You rascal. Well, that's great. I feel great now. This is wonderful. Thanks, dear. Hey, and thank you also, Lyle Alzado, Rick Overton, Rebecca Arthur, Caterwaul, Franz Harary, and the wonderful Pots by Tom Edwards. That's how we do the show. Want to go out and get them malted?
Yeah.
Let's do it. We'll see you
Okay.
next week on Camp Midnite, okay?